Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another episode from the true crime series, and we'll be talking about the story of ZINTLE MADITLA and the untimely and unfortunate death of her kids. It is extremely important for me to have a trigger warning for this video because I'll be dealing with death that is relating to kids as well as attempted suicide. So unfortunately, if you can't stomach such content, I kindly request you to click off the video and you can check out my other videos that don't deal with such. On the same breath though, I find that this video could really be helpful to someone because it deals with mental health issues and just people should just really seek out help when they feel like they are drowning in their lives. Without wasting any time, let us jump into this video. ZINTLE Lashmi Maditla was born in 1994 to mother Beulah Martin and father Kevin Balance. Though her parents were never married, she was close with both and she usually traveled to Johannesburg to visit her father, though she stayed in Mpumalanga with her mother. She had a relatively okay childhood, though trouble started when she became a teenager and she dropped out of school in grade 10. The very same year, in 2009, when she was only 15 years old, she fell pregnant for the first time, and the father of the baby is not known to the public. So immediately, ZINTLE MADITLA told the father about the pregnancy. They broke up. So 2 months pregnant, ZINTLE met a man called William Shongwe. He was 20 years old. ZINTLE was 15 years old and they started a relationship. Mind you, ZINTLE was 2 months pregnant with another man's child at that time. So William committed that he would love the baby like his own, and 7 months later, ZINTLE gave birth to a beautiful baby girl she named Minenhle Maditla. At this time, their relationship was still going strong, and exactly a year later, William and ZINTLE welcomed their first child together, a baby boy that they named Blessing Maditla. Unfortunately, a short while after the boy's birth, they decided to break up because things were just not going well, and it is said that the relationship got slightly toxic. ZINTLE would go on to start another relationship, and during this relationship, she fell pregnant again, and she gave birth to her third born, Shaniqua. This relationship unfortunately did not work out as well, and ZINTLE and William actually decided to get back together, so they reconciled and started their relationship from scratch, and immediately they got back together, ZINTLE fell pregnant again with her fourth and final child, a beautiful baby boy that was born in January of 2018. Unfortunately, 9 months later, ZINTLE and William's relationship would start being toxic again as they were experiencing financial problems.
Bekumuntu ama-threats hlukaneni. Ya, bekumuntu ama-threat ukuthreatenisa. Njengokuthini, ngeke uphinde usibone thina siyahamba lana yabona. Ya. Because siyabona la siyasafara yabona. Ezinye izinto nazo lezo bezicabanisa thola ukuthi
Now, in September, William says that though he loved the other two kids like his own, they got into an argument about them. Basically, what he said was that, where are these other two fathers? Why aren't they contributing financially? I am not able to meet the needs of everyone in the house. I need some help. And that essentially set ZINTLE off. They got into a fight, and that led to their final breakup. So after this breakup, ZINTLE would move into a one-bedroom flat with her 4 kids, and she would soldier on and try to make ends meet. She started working on commission for Home Choice, where if she stole stuff, then she would get a commission of 2,000 rands a month, and she also earned the SASSA grant for all of her 4 kids, meaning she got 400 rands for each kid, so she earned around 1,600 rands for that. William also continued helping them out, where he offered to pay rent when he could, and he also supplied them with groceries when he was able to, because he also did not have a stable job at the time. 3 months after their breakup, in December, ZINTLE would go and spend Christmas with her family, and they would go back to their one-bedroom flat on the 26th. She mentions that she was actually upset during this period because, one, William had not sent any food money the whole of December, as well as he did not buy the kids Christmas clothes. It's important to mention that the family said that they had actually bought the kids Christmas clothes, so really ZINTLE did not really have a reason to be upset regarding the Christmas clothes situation. So in any case, ZINTLE was upset, so she decided that she's going to go to William's flat and confront him about not buying the clothes. So she left the kids playing outside their one bedroom flat and left to go and see William, essentially to confront him about the groceries and the clothes. Now, this is when things started going south because when he got to William's flat, he was chilling with another woman. They got into a heated argument about the kids and about everything else and about the woman that was there. Zintle left the flat heartbroken, devastated, and all round defeated. She went to the taxi rank and she started her route back home. When she was at the taxi rank, she saw a vendor who was selling rat poison for 10 rands. So she decided to buy a box. It was obvious at this point that ZINTLE MADITLA had a mission, and just by buying the box, she was literally on her way to fulfilling her mission, which is just terrible, you guys. When she got home, she mixed the red poison with acha and laced it on bread, and then she gave that to her 3 older kids. For her 11-month-old baby, she decided to lace her nipples with the red poison and proceeded to give the nipple to the baby to latch on so that he could breastfeed at the same time he could consume the poison, which is just so, so terrible. So the poison did not work instantly, so ZINTLE MADITLA decided to allow the kids to go outside to play in the yard as they normally do. Not too long after that, Shaniqua's friends came in and they told Zintle that she had actually fallen on the ground. So she quickly went outside to fetch her and came back into the house with her and then started to comfort her while knowing exactly what was going on. Not very long after that, Shaniqua's brother Blessing came into the house complaining of a terrible headache, and her mother said that he must rest next to his sister Shaniqua and she will go out and try and get her some medication from the shops around the corner. Inka then proceeded to go outside to look for her eldest daughter, who was also still playing outside at this point, and she was still fine with no type of symptoms yet. So she told her eldest that she would be off to get some panado for the kids because they're not feeling well and that she must just check on them inside the house. She then left, but she never came back with panado, and by the time she got back, the kids were already asleep. Now, I say they were already asleep because they were still breathing at this point, so she definitely had time to maybe retract what she was trying to do, call an ambulance or do anything of that nature, but not Zintle. Zintle just checked on them, noticed that they were all sleeping, and decided to ingest some poison for herself, and then she went to chill outside, presumably to wait for the poison to work in her system. The poison was not working for her as instantly as she had hoped, so she went back inside to check on the kids again, and this time around when she got there, the kids were not breathing. But again, she did nothing. She did not call for help. She did not do anything. She checked on them. She noticed they're not breathing, and Zintle went outside again to chill. It was at this point that one of her neighbors named Sweetness noticed that she was sitting outside and decided to go and start a conversation with her. They spoke about lots of things, and then Sweetness happened to ask, "Where are the kids? I actually haven't seen them in a bit." And she just mentioned that, "No, William has them. I dropped them off at William's place." So Sweetness then suggested, "No, man, it's December. It's the 27th. Let's go dancing. Let's go to the taverns. If the kids aren't here, then you really have no excuse." So Zintle agrees and tells Sweetness, "You know what? Go ahead, and then I will come and meet you there." So Zintle gets ready and she goes to the taverns to drink with her friend. I think she presumed that, okay, if the poison works, then I will just die on the way because I've already drank rat poison and I'm going to mix it with alcohol. Whatever happens, happens. I guess that was her mentality at the time. But nonetheless, she went out and absolutely nothing happened to her. She came back the next day, and obviously the children had unfortunately passed away long before, and all she basically did was she covered them with blankets and then she wiped their faces because unfortunately they had foam all over, because when you are poisoned, normally what happens is that you will foam from the mouth. So that was what happened, and she just wiped them and covered them in blankets, and she left the house again. Now, Zintle was making her way to William's house yet again. But this time around, she got there and basically told William, you know what? I've locked the kids in the house. I've left them there. I'm going to Johannesburg to my father. So if you want to see the kids, you can just go and see them at the house. Here's the kids. I've locked them there. But I think possibly William did not take her seriously because he never went to check on the kids. I mean, if someone tells you that they've locked kids in your house, your kids in the house, like I would probably go check, but maybe she just thought, no, it's bait. Zintle is just starting with her things. She's just being extra. So he never went to the house. She also decided to call her family and just let them know that, literally, I quote, she told them that I have a surprise for you guys at my place, and that was it. She dropped the phone and then she proceeded to continue with her drinking spree. Now, back at her flat, the landlord was starting to get suspicious. It started to reek. There's a terrible smell coming out of her room, and there were also flies all around her window. So the landlord was obviously concerned about this, and she gave her a call. Around the very same time, Zintle's family got to her place as well because they were concerned now, especially because she had called earlier about the surprise and things were just not making sense. So when they got there, the landlord and the family all decided to just break the door because clearly there was something wrong there. I don't think they really thought that there are kids in there, especially in the condition that they would find them in. I just think they were just generally concerned about what is happening here. Is there a maintenance problem? What's going on? They would unfortunately break the door and be met by a terrible, sad, traumatic sight. The grandmother, who is Zintle's mother, Mrs. Beulah Martin, would be the one who finds her grandkids wrapped in blankets, dead and decomposed. Truly traumatic. I feel like this was very unfair of Zintle to do such a thing and then let someone else pick up the pieces. Like literally leave people to go and find out for themselves. And it's just unfair. I'm sorry. It's just unfair and terrible. While this was happening, Zintle decided on her own that she is going to go and basically hand herself in at the police station. She went to the police station and just told them exactly what she did. She told them that I've got kids, they're in the house, I've locked them there and I poisoned them. I've also drank the red poison. I think she's just hoping to die because before she went to the police station again, she consumed the red poison. And though she was questioned and statements was taken in, and she was also taken to the doctor because obviously she had to be pumped out of the drugs because they could notice that she was getting woozy and sleepy while she was being questioned. So they definitely took her to the doctor. She was drained out of things and she was taken for a mental evaluation, you guys. And she was taken to prison, and the news broke in South Africa. It was literally in each and every newspaper, each and every television news channel. On Twitter, it was trending. It was a big story because people could just not fathom the thought of a mother killing her 4 kids. Like, why? Like, what the hell? So while the news was breaking, she was taken to prison, like I mentioned, and the kids were given a beautiful send off. The babies were given a very beautiful send off. It was played live on television, and so many dignitaries went to the funeral. So it was beautiful, it was respectable. And yeah, and Zintle was obviously not allowed to attend as she was currently in prison. Zintle did not dispute the murder charges. She decided to plead guilty to all 4 counts of murder, and because of that, she did not have a trial because there was no reason, so it was taken directly to sentencing. And Zintle will be spending the rest of her life in prison. And that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment down below with what video you'd like me to do next, and make sure that you subscribe, and please check out the other videos in this playlist from our true crime series. Thank you. Bye.